Welcome everybody back to Zelda Bomb Squad. I am your host of hostesses, and his name is Frosty. Welcome back to Frosty's Bar Tales. I got two stories for you guys this time, and they are very special and near and dear to me, and they make me look like shit. So I bear no shame in telling this story. I'm gonna tell it. Everyone's gonna hear it. Here we go. There's two halves to this. There's a part one and there's a part two. Part two isn't necessarily a bar story, but it's a continuance of part one, which is definitely indeed a bar story. So the first story, or part one, is called The Woman Who Popped My Cherry. Now, I'm going to stop right there for a quick second because I know all y'all's out there is a bunch of fucking perverts. I'm telling you right now, that story has absolutely nothing to do with me having sex. Not one damn bit. The Woman Who Popped My Cherry has absolutely nothing to do with sex. I'm going to let that marinate with you guys on that one while I go into the next one. So the next story, part two, is entitled 50 Shades of Bullshit. Yep. So, moving on. Back to the first one. So, I'm on camera at the other place, right? We're told, be vigilant for people who are breaking the rules, drugs, whatever, fucking around, doing everything you're not supposed to be doing in a club. Well, one night I was hanging out by a DJ booth, and I noticed these three Hispanic males sitting on one of our leather couches not that far from the bathroom. So I'm like, okay, well, they don't look like a happy-looking bunch because they're not smiling. They're just sitting there. Okay, well, you'll be grouchy somewhere else. I don't give a shit. It's your time and your money. So, all of a sudden, one of them gets up, goes to the bathroom. About 5 seconds later, another one gets up and goes to the bathroom. That ain't working. And about 5 seconds later, the other one gets up and stands outside the bathroom. Now, you do not need to have a doctorate in nuclear science to know what the hell is going on here. Drugs. And those lights are not like time sensitive where it's like, okay, well, nobody's been in here in 5 minutes. I'm just going to turn it off. No, you have to actually turn those lights off. And every time I saw somebody go to the bathroom, the light was off and somebody would quickly turn it on. I'm like, that's it. I'm not doing this. Not on my shift. No. So I just, fuck it. I'm going to go get the authority figure. Almost fucked it up. But I want to go get him. So I go down to the office and I'm telling authority figure, I'm a nerd. I'll call him Billy. There's a specific reason why his name's not actually Billy, but you guys will never know because I'm not allowed to say names. But his name is Authority Figure Billy. So I'm telling him about the whole thing, and then all of a sudden one of the servers from upstairs calls us on the radio and say, we have a blank. We have codes for different shit. I'm not going to say what they are because that might narrow the fucking time. So always talking about this place. No, I want this to just stay that way. So I don't know, that's probably them right now. So we go upstairs, and Mexican dudes are gone. And I'm very happy to see that because I'm looking at them at the same time going downstairs. So they're probably like, oh shit, he's gonna go find someone. We gotta go, Holmes. Did they? I don't know. That's the route I'm looking at because that makes me look tough. So, so she points to this guy, and she goes, "This guy just threw his drink on the floor, right there, right over there." He goes, "He did?" He goes, "I'll be damned." Yep, somebody did throw their drink on the floor. So he gets me to side, start rolling. Time out. There aren't too many people that like being filmed, especially when getting kicked out. I mean, it's not going on YouTube right away. But, no, it's a condensed, changed version of it, so I can do this. But anyway, not many people like being filmed and shit when they're getting kicked out, so you want to be very inconspicuous and hold it, like, hip level. And, but when it turns to, like, physical shit, you want to be able to just, nope, I'm getting everything. So, I'm at the hip, right? So, Billy walks up to him, he goes, "Excuse me, sir, what seems to be the problem?" And the guy goes, "I threw my drink on the floor." I goes, I can see that. Any particular reason why? Well, so I'm fucking pissed. I'm like, well, what are you pissed about? My girlfriend's gone. I'm like, oh. She break up with you? No. Did she leave you here? No. So, she's here with you. Yeah. You just don't know where. Right. So that makes you angry. Uh-huh. So you throw your drink on the floor. Right? You know you're causing a scene, right? Yeah, I know. Yeah. He goes, alright. With all due respect, I think it's time you call it a night. Let's go. And he goes, okay, fine. Starts going willingly. Pause. I'm telling you right now, it's bullshit. That never fucking happens. That happening is just as rare as seeing a fucking unicorn. I'm not kidding. When somebody, nobody goes quietly. It's always like, well, why the fuck am I gonna... And then they get all mad and shit. And it's like, go the fuck home. You know why? You're dumb. So, we go up to the stairs and he goes, well, wait a minute. Like, what? Like, why are you guys kicking me out? Billy and I look at each other. It's like, we just discussed this, but I'll tell you again. And he does, and he goes, man, no, that's when it happened. He goes, no, man, I'm not going anywhere, man. Fuck that. He goes, yes, you are. Let's go. And tries pulling him. He goes, no, man, fuck you. Breaks away from us. Now, he beelines right through the crowd, and we probably had a full dance floor at this point. So he is just plowing through this field of people, knocked over like 4 of them, jumps onto one of our leather couches, glory hops over a fucking railing, knocks over 3 other people and like 6 chairs. So now it's like, oh shit, this thing just got physical. So I got the camera up here and I'm trying to get this shit. And literally every other bouncer and authority figure literally had to get on top of this guy, hoist him up, and take him outside. Now, while they are hoisting said drunk up, all I hear from behind is, stop filming my boyfriend, you dick! And all of a sudden, just BAM! Like, keep in mind, I just had gotten my cartilage pierced at that time, which hurt like a motherfucker. Yes, his girlfriend came out of the shitter and fucking donkey punched me in the ear. So I really rarely call women bitches, but I turned back and I'm like, fuck you, bitch! I mean, it was funny as hell. I mean, it was kind of stupid, guys. It was hurting bad. So we get him outside, and apparently like, he bit a few of us, so we're like, okay, yeah, we're pressing charges on this asshole. So cop shows up, does this thing, well, apparently this dipshit has an arrest warrant out for him, and I think he had a small amount of drugs in the car too. So the police officer, who I've known most of my life, walks up to me and he goes, all right, well, you're the camera guy. Why don't you tell me what happened? So I'm like, all right. So I'm telling him, like, and that's when the girlfriend came out of the bathroom and punched me from behind. And all of a sudden, Billy goes, wait, you got hit? I'm like, yeah. Who hit you? The girlfriend I just said. Well, where the hell is she at? Well, as luck would have it, she's right there, not 5 feet from us. And they both just look at her and she goes, yeah, so what? I hit him. I go to jail. I don't give a fuck. The cop goes, well, that's pretty open and shut. So you want to press charges on her too? I'm like, officer, it's bad enough I got donkey punched by a girl tonight. So that takes one of my man nuts and makes them hollow shells with nothing in it. And now you're asking me if I want to press charges on a woman who donkey punched me. That's going to make sure the other nut is as hollow as the other one. And they may as well be prosthetics, because I will have absolutely no manhood if I press charges on her for donkey punching me. So I'm like, no, I'm not going to fucking do it. Everyone's dying laughing while I'm saying all this shit. I'm like, you guys think it's funny? I'm like, I know I'm not doing it. I gotta save face a little bit. So they arrested him. End of the night. Blah, blah, blah. That's the story. That was the reason she popped my cherry, because it was the first time I've ever been punched in the club business. That's how she popped my cherry. I told you it had nothing to do with sex, you freaks. So, now part 2, entitled 50 Shades of Bullshit. Now, sometime after that happened, I got a letter, a legal letter in my mailbox, saying that I have been issued a subpoena to head into court on this day. On Wednesday, whatever, not saying, be there by 8 or you're held in contempt of the court. Now, okay, we all know what that means, jail, and, no, not doing it. So, I'm like, okay. So I get on my GPS, and I'm like, alright, where okay, from my house to here, take about 35 minutes. That's fine. So when is that Wednesday? Just so happens to be right smack dab in the middle of spring butt fucking break. Oh my god, I can't do anything. I can't go out. I can't have fun because I gotta go to court in the middle of spring break. That's bullshit. So at this point, I'm at like 5 shades of bullshit because that was bullshit. But that's beside the point. So I take into consideration, like, okay, traffic's probably gonna be a pain in the dick, so I'm gonna leave early. I'm like, well, I'm gonna want to, I'm still military even though I'm not in it. If you show up on time, you're late. If you're early, you're on time. So it's like, well, I would much rather have like just be waiting for like 20 minutes instead of like, oh, cut it loose. So I'm like, okay, fine, fuck it. I'll leave my house at 6:30. It's an hour and a half, okay? So traffic's not that bad. I get there about 7:15, something like that. No, it was a little after 7. So I'm like, okay, good. I have an hour. This is well. So I'm like, okay, there it is. By the way, I'm looking fine on this day. I mean, nice, dressed up, buttoned up, iron shirt, dress pants, I mean, the whole 9. I'm like, I am looking fucking slick like a bitch. So, just insulted myself. Damn it. I don't care. So, moving on. Hang on a second. Here we go. So, I go to find a parking spot. I get in this lot. It's got one of those stupid little post things saying that, if you don't have a receipt or a ticket or a voucher, you can't park here, and it'll be given a ticket or towed at the owner's expense. Well, on this day, I'm driving my stepdad's car, and I'm very fond with my money, so I don't want to give it up for anything unless I direly have to. So I'm not fucking parking in this one. So I go, drive around the block a few times, find another one. Same shit. Found another one. Same shit. So, okay, I'm wasting time here. Shit. I mean, it's now like 7:20. So I see a big multi-level parking garage. I'm like, of fucking course. So I get in there, and I'm literally driving maybe 2 feet every 5 minutes. It was fucking slow. So every single parking spot on that first main level was filled. So like, okay, what the fuck? So we get to the part where it goes up, nothing but available spaces as far as the eye can see, except there's a fucking barricade keeping everyone from going up there. It was like, shit. So now I look at the clock, and I saw that it was 7:40. So I'm freaking the fuck out. I have 20 minutes to get to this court. So now I'm like, fuck it. I finally get out of there, and I'm just like, all right, fuck it. My stepdad, I'll pay for it myself. I don't give a shit. I am not going to jail. My ass would get passed around like a proverbial bag of Oreos. And I'm telling you right now, I love Oreos. And I know I'm not the only one out there. And I don't want that becoming my ass. So I just said, fuck it. I'm just going to, I'll take the ticket and or the tow. I don't give a shit. So now I'm parked and I am fucking booking it, looking fly as a motherfucker. I mean, I am like a bat out of hell. I'm beelining right towards the fucking courthouse. So, of course, I get in there. Wouldn't you fucking know? There is a large, disgustingly oversized line going through security. I'm like, well, fuck this shit. I'm fucked. So I look at my phone. It is 7:52. I have 8 minutes. Sure, no problem. So, we're probably up to like, I don't know, 20 shades of bullshit at this point. So, I get through the line, I take everything out of my pockets, I'm not an idiot, I know what goes and what doesn't go, so all of a sudden, I walk through, beep. Now, of course, the elderly person working there just so happened to probably be the real-life bastard child of Droopy the dog with Mr. Magoo. And he just pulled me aside. Excuse me, sir. Can you just empty out everything on your pockets, please? I'm like, sir, I've already done that. I'm telling you, what's beeping is my foot because I have a metal plate in my foot. He goes, okay, take your shoes off, sir. Walk back through it. I'm like, can't you just... So I walk back. Beep. Big surprise. He goes, all right, sir. Can you remove your sock? What do you have in there? I said, it's not in my sock. It's in my foot, for God's sakes. So I take my sock off. I'm like, look. Hang on a second. So I'm like, look, you see this? Wait, can you even see that? No, you can't. Ah! Oh, shit. I'm blowing this big time. No! I want to show off my scar. God damn it. No! This is making me look dumb. More than I already do, and that's saying something bad. Ooh. Shut. I know, right? Fucking weird. So, yeah. There it is. Right there. Y'all see that? Yep. That's what happened because I shattered my heel in the Navy because I am one accident-prone motherfucker. So, past that point, I'm like, I've had a surgeon put that in there. I'm telling you right now, I'm not taking that thing out. Okay, can you just accept, please pick your items up, have a good day. Go fuck yourself, old man. So, I asked the much younger officer standing next to him, I said, excuse me, sir, how do I get to courtroom 402? He goes, all right, what you want to do is you want to get to the elevator, go up to the 4th floor. Like, oh, no. So he goes, you're going to take a left, you're going to go down that hallway, take a right, down that hallway, take another right, and it's going to be the first door on your right. I'm like, are you I am now at about 40 shades of bullshit. Because I look at my phone, and what time is it, folks? It is 7:50 fucking 8. I have 2 minutes to get up 4 flights of stairs, down 2 hallways, and check myself in before I get held in contempt. So I said, fuck, that elevator ain't fucking happening. No. So I go up the stairs. I'm booking it, like jumping like 3-4 steps at a fucking time. I get to the 4th floor, and I don't care about anybody at this point. The only person I care about most is this, because there's nothing happening to that man. No. So I am just, excuse me, sorry, and I'm just booking it down this fucking hall. And I finally turn. I get in there. I'm like, so down the hallway, and it damn near fell over. So one person came out, they're like, you okay? I'm like, you saw that I made it before 8, right? Like, yeah. I'm like, okay, cool. Yes, I made it. I'm calm now. I'm kind of going back to like 20 shades. I'm still pissed off that I'm sweating looking this nice. But it's like, all right, well, so here we go. So I'm like, wait a minute. Authority figure Billy and Bad Jason is supposed to be here. The reason I call him Bad Jason is one year on Halloween, all he wore was all black and a glow-in-the-dark hockey mask and just walked around looking weird. So that's why he's Bad Jason. So they're not here. I'm like, oh, they're going to get so much trouble. It's awesome. They're going to get out of contempt. God, I can't wait to bust their balls at work. So they don't show up. So all of a sudden, Bad Jason shows up. I'm like, ooh, you're in trouble. No, I'm not. I'm like, yes, you are. You're supposed to be here by 8 o'clock. And you weren't here. Neither you nor Authority Figure Billy is. So, as if he heard his name, he goes, oh, hey guys, what's up? I'm like, dude, you guys are so fucked. And he goes, why? I'm like, well, because you guys weren't here by 8 o'clock. And the subpoena said, be here by 8. He goes, yeah, well, that's not what the state attorney told us just last night. I'm like, wait, what? And all of a sudden, some woman walks up to us, are you guys here for a case? We're like, well, we're witnesses and we're testifying. So they're like, oh, okay, well, you don't want to sit in these chairs. You're going to sit in these nice, big, cushy ones over here. I'm like, oh, cool. So we have to sit on these hard pews like all the other jerks out there. But now we get these nice seats, but I asked Authority Figure Billy, I'm like, what the fuck did you just say over there before we got rudely interrupted? What? When I said you guys had to be here by 8 because that's what the subpoena said? He goes, yeah. State attorney or something, or another person, woman, lady, called him up the night before and said you don't have to be there until 9. Right. Hey, Jason, did you get that phone call too? Yeah. So you weren't here that's why we only just got here. I'm like, I didn't get that memo. I never got that phone call. Nope. No, I did not. Nope. So, state attorney, pretty looking woman, walks up and she goes, "Oh, hey guys, I'm so glad I got to speak to you on the phone. Thank you for coming here." I'm like, "It would have been nice to hear from the." And she goes, "Are you feeling better?" I'm like, "Well, yes and no, because I'm feeling better because I'm not being held in contempt at the moment, but I'm not very good because apparently I wasn't given proper information and I was not given a phone call, and I was not given the same phone call that these fine gentlemen got just last night." And she goes, "Oh my God, I am so sorry. I was just about to call you before I got assigned with something else last minute. I am so sorry, Mike." Fine. It's fine. 45 shades. So, all of a sudden, you know, she comes right back up to us and goes, "All right, well, here's the thing. He's going to take this, and we're going to do it this way, so you guys are free to leave. Have yourself a good day. Thank you for coming in. And, sir, I'm so very sorry for not calling you." I'm like, okay. Right. So the whole way from that courtroom down to the parking lot where we all coincidentally parked at, I didn't say a fucking word. Not a goddamn peep came out of this trap. So they're like, "Frosty, you okay? You look really, really angry." I'm like, "I'm fine. I'll see you guys at work later." So I'm going to demonstrate this with a pillow, because when I got to my car, my stepdad's car, I was so fucking angry that I yelled fuck as loud as I could, and probably as long as, like, it was fucking loud and long. And I did it was so damn bad that my voice got scratchy throughout the rest of the day. When I came back to work and saw them, like, "Hey, what's up, guys?" Like, "What the fuck happened to you?" I'm like, "Don't ask, for God's sakes, don't ask." So, yeah, I don't know what the hell happened to that. We never got to talk to you about that case ever again. So, yeah, there it is. There is the story of how I came to be around 50 Shades of Bullshit and how my cherry got popped by some chick who donkey punched me. So, that is that, everybody. Hopefully you guys enjoyed those, because those were a few of the ones I was looking forward to telling you guys the most. So, I hope you enjoy them. Hope you like them. Hope they made you giggle, because Lord knows they make me giggle every time. So, everybody, I will see you next week. What kind of story am I going to tell? Who knows? We had some stupid shit happen last night. Maybe in next week's episode. We don't know. So, thank you again for coming back. Greatly appreciate it. So come back next time to be a part of Frosty's Bar Tales. But, until then, Frosty telling all of you out there, and most importantly, there, to stay classy.